every single part of our body. This is what makes us human. Humans are the best at walking. Now, some of you might be thinking these exercises are really easy, but you can make these as hard as you'd like. I just know this is a great foundation for everyone to start with, no matter if you're a senior, a kid, or an athlete. Now with walking, we really, really want to focus on our posture and how we're aligned with our motions, our gait. Our gait is how our limbs move forward. When you walk, make sure that your knee is lifting and the arm is swinging, opposite arm is swinging with that leg. Over time, you can make it faster by light jogging or even running. The last thing to notice is how your feet touch the ground. Imagine your feet are like your hands. So we want to make sure we give them lots of attention. When you're walking, make sure you feel every part of your foot grounding, because that'll help to activate every muscle in your leg, even into your core. And then keep your head over your shoulders, and the shoulders relax back, shoulders over your hips, knees over your feet, for a nice straight line, and have great posture while you're walking. So again, the best 3 exercises to do at all times, even in and out of times like this, is bird dogs, balancing, squats, building a foundation, and then walking, which is the best movement possible for us. Thank you so much, everyone.
Jason, that was fantastic. Thank you. And you made me realize I can do a different kind of squat. Way to go. Thank you. Can't hear you, but that's okay. We got it.
Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure. Our pleasure. My name is Frank Coppola. I'd like to introduce Karen Mayo. And I just read her credentials because they are amazingly impressive. So Karen Mayo is an award-winning international best-selling author. She's a board-certified integrative nutrition, health, and lifestyle coach. She's a certified member of the AADP, American Association of Wellness Practitioners, a board-certified sports nutritionist, certified health specialist by the Amen Clinics, a member of the IAHC, International Association of Health Coaches, healthy eating specialist and natural foods chef, certified corporate wellness presenter, certified in hormone health and autoimmune disease, and Karen is a beekeeper, an author of 3 books so far: Mindful Eating, 30 Days to a Whole New You, Roots of Leadership, co-authored, Success Works, a contributor, working on 2 more books and a TV show, and she's done TEDx talks, Mindful Eating. So let's everybody give Karen a big hello. Hi, Karen. How are you tonight? You have to, your mic is off.
Just got, there we go. Can you hear me now?
Go.
All right. Thank you. That was awesome. And I just want to also thank Jason. That was very inspirational. And I feel like I've got some more energy right now. Like I need any more. But I really appreciate being here. It's exciting. And I hope you enjoy the next 30 minutes of what I have to offer and share with you.
Absolutely.
Great. So about all of those, I'm sorry.
No, I was just supporting you to go.
Okay, great, thanks. Above all of those great accolades that I've had, I'm a child of God. So that has pushed me in so many different directions. And I feel like I've finally I'm finally here on working my mission, and I have to share a story with you. And that quote that was shared earlier, you know, the quote that our father of medicine, Hippocrates, said, "Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food." Well, I didn't know how powerful that quote was until my nephew came to stay with me during his 6th grade school year. His mother, my sister, a single mom, she had a tough decision. She enlisted into the United States Army. Scott wasn't able to go with her to boot camp, of course, so he came to stay with me during that time. And prior to Scott coming to stay with me, he was eating everything from fast food to TV dinners, just like most kids. And his favorite snack was in a bag with food coloring, yellow 5 and 6, and also red 40. He was taking ADHD medication and his grades were a C at best. We established a new routine. We ate breakfast. I packed his lunch almost every day. And then we had a healthy dinner each evening with the salad. There was always a salad. Everything was going well. And then I got a call from one of Scott's teachers. She and the other teachers wanted to see me about my nephew. And I had no idea what it could be. The only thing I thought of was maybe Scott really does need his medication because he never actually came to my house with it. So I went to the school the day of the meeting and I walked through the doorway and I said, "Oh my God, I'm in big trouble." At the long table, there was the principal, the vice principal, Scott's teachers, and then when you're diagnosed with ADHD, there's a special set of teachers. And then there was a person from the school district. The teacher who called me just right on cue, she was like, "Karen, don't worry, you're not in trouble. Go ahead and have a seat." Something magical happened. I sat at the table and I listened to Scott's teachers tell me how pleased they are with him. He has earned a place on the honor roll, awarded straight A's in math, and is in the top 10% of the kids nationwide with the online math problems. His math teacher told me she was in awe of him. She would watch him multiply 3 numbers by 3 numbers, arrive at the correct answer without even using scratch paper. And then I had a thought. I was like, oh, well, that explains that. Because Scott would always get a notice on his papers about how he had to show his work. And I asked him about that. And he said, "Aunt Karen," he's like, "I just know the answer." And I'm like, "Okay, you just know the answer. Wow. Okay." So back to the table. I couldn't say anything. I was staring at the teachers, they were staring at me. And then they asked me the question, "What am I doing with him?" The teachers were finding it hard to understand how he could be a C student at best, always sliding by every year, to straight A's honor roll. My thoughts actually raced, thinking, okay, what could I have done different? What did I do special? There was nothing that I could think of that was sticking out that I did any different. So I said, this is my first time taking care of a teenager. I was just doing what my mother did with me and my sisters growing up. I was feeding Scott healthy, nutritious food. Scott was eating healthier, so his body and his brain were healthier. And I thought at this point, wow, if I can do this with a 6th grader, I need to get out and talk to people. Small, consistent changes every day can make a big difference in the long run. So my journey led me to school, to go back to school. And I learned nutrition, and then I also had other integrative wellness training. The way we eat matters. Whether we like to admit it or not, food has an effect on our emotional, our mental, our physical well-being. But eating right isn't just about calorie counting or limiting fat or limiting carbs. Rather, it's an understanding of the scientific effects food has on a bio-individual basis. And what that means is it means that food for one person could be nourishing while it could be poison for another person. Every body is different. So paying attention to how food is making you feel after you've eaten. How many of you have ever felt bloated? I felt bloated every once in a while. Well, some action steps for you. Slowing down. Chewing, how about that? Chewing 20 to 30 times. So your slowing down action tip would be to grab some chopsticks. That's really gonna help you to slow down. And then also chewing, right? So chewing almost to like an applesauce consistency. Your body will love you. Your organs will love you. And when was the last time that you listened to your bodies, right? Our bodies were made perfect. I mean, God does not make mistakes. So stop, close your eyes safely, right? And listen to your body. This is mindful eating. This is a part of mindful eating anyway. And there's a quote. It says, if we eat wrongly, no doctor can cure us. If we eat rightly, no doctor is needed. And that is by Victor. So there's another quote by Hippocrates that I always love. And it is, all disease begins in our gut. And guess what else is in our gut? Our immune system, right? That's where it's located. I'm going to go on to 2 more verses, and then we're going to talk about how boosting your immune system. So there's a Bible verse. It's the 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 31. And it says, so whether you eat or you drink or whatever you do it in the glory of God. Great. I love this one, right? But 4 chapters before that, in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 19 and 20, do you not know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit within whom you have from God? You are not your own, for you are bought with a price. So glorify your body. So that means is obviously take care of yourself. Take care of your body. You only have one, and God made it perfect. So in my past conversations, in these past 3 months, I kept getting the same questions. Karen, what do I do to boost my immune system? And this is what I do to boost my immune system. So I thought I'd share it with you. And this is a full disclaimer. I am not a doctor. So please consult with your medical professional before adding any of my suggestions into your daily or your life at all. I'm going to give you a variety of foods and also supplements. And then Mona, who you're going to get a chance to listen to, she's amazing in a few minutes, but she's going to dive deeper into it. But this has to do with, for me, it has to do a lot with food and how you can boost your immune system with food. So grab yourself a pen and paper. And the first one is vitamin A. So vitamin A comes in 2 different forms. Retinol, which is found in animal products, right? So you have your eggs, your cod liver oil, and liver. The second form is your beta carotene, which is found in bright colored fruits and vegetables, such as your carrots, your tomatoes. And interestingly, tomatoes, if you eat them now, it's also great for sunscreen. So you can actually eat your sunscreen. And then also apricots are beautiful right now too, and they have such amazing beta carotene. Those are vitamin A's, along with watercress, broccoli, and spinach. So vitamin A helps to heal the mucous membranes and strengthen your immune system. So more foods around vitamin A are bone broth, your chicken soup with carrots. You know, it is a little warm outside, but it's still really good and nourishing for your body. And garlic. So garlic, garlic, garlic. Love it. So make sure everyone around you is eating it. So you can all be healthy at the same time and not care about brushing your teeth. Okay, also garlic you can use as a supplement. You just want to take it according to the box. I have one caution though, with vitamin A is retinol. Retinol as a supplement is very toxic and should not be taken by pregnant women, as it can cause birth defects in unborn children. So be very careful when you're taking retinol. Okay, the next one is vitamin D, and this is more about a deficiency, right? So this is actually going to help you with your chances of getting sick, of not getting sick. So a lot of people are deficient in it. So recommendation for this one is to go to your health professional and get a blood panel done, and add on your nutritional deficiencies. It's an add-on panel, so just ask your doctor for it. And he'll do more than just vitamin D. He'll also do your minerals and your vitamins and minerals, all of them. So again, vitamin D is more about a deficiency than supplementing. But you can supplement, obviously, when your blood work comes back, your doctor will help you with that. So the next supplement to add in is vitamin C. I take, so vitamin C is water soluble, which means that it's not stored in the body. So you need to have it every single day and in optimal amounts. So at this point, you really want to have not just RDA, you want to have optimal. So you want to take extra. So your gut and your immune system is on optimal. I take 5,000 mgs every day. So when I wake in the morning, I take 2,000 mgs along with warm water with lemon. And then at lunchtime, I also take another 1,000 mgs. And then before bed, I take another 2,000 mgs of vitamin C. And I just also want to give you a little caveat to vitamin C. Yes, it is water-based. Yes, you pee it out. Yes, you get rid of it. But there is a high dosage. So if you think you can drink orange juice instead of eating the orange, please think again. Because when you take this orange and you're eating it, the juice is actually only this much. I don't know if you can see it, but it's not that much. So when you're getting a full glass of orange juice, you're almost getting triple the amount you should be getting. Because when you squeeze that orange, it's very, very little. So high doses of vitamin C can actually cause people to get kidney stones and gout. So if you happen to have either one of those, I would check your orange. If you are taking orange juice, eat the orange. And then you can also add in artichokes, celery, and apple cider vinegar. So those three things will help you with your gout and then also with your kidney stones. Okay, we're almost there. The zinc. Okay, so zinc is our principal protector of our immune system. It's amazing. It's imperative to regulating our genetic information. So it's one of those amazing minerals that a lot of people are actually deficient in. And how do we get zinc? So zinc is in pumpkin seeds, zinc is in mushrooms. You can supplement with it. They come in like little wafers with elderberry. Crab is a food that you can eat that has zinc in it. Beans and of course my favorite, oysters. Those are amazing. Okay, so the next supplement is our probiotics. So our probiotics are like the good bacteria to feed our microbiome. So we have kefir, we have kombucha, we have supplementation. So you have a supplement that goes in the refrigerator, and then you have the unrefrigerated ones. Those are amazing. Those are really great for brain health as well, right? So what we feed our gut, it goes to our brain through our vagus nerve. So if you don't know much about it, vagus nerve, Google it. It's fun. It's actually fun if you like learning about what happens between your brain and your gut. It's a good one. So sauerkraut, fermented foods, those are actually prebiotics that feed your probiotics. And one more supplement or food. And that's, let's talk about L-lysine. So L-lysine actually kills viruses in our body. It destroys them. Foods that have L-lysine in them are lima beans, eggs, and fish. But let me tell you, I really suggest supplementing with this. I do every day for 6 months, and then I take a month off, because that's what you should do. So I had chickenpox as a kid. And you know how sometimes viruses mutate and they go into something else. So now that I'm going into my 50s, I could get shingles, or stress brings on shingles, and a lot of people could be stressing at this time, so they could bring on shingles if you've had chickenpox. When you're taking L-lysine can keep your your shingles at bay. So look into that, ask your doctor, and I take it every day. That's what I do. I don't want to get shingles, even though I do, I've had chickenpox. But anyway, it's all in moderation. And I hope these food and supplements were very helpful. And as I always say, it's not about dieting, it's about living. So we all got to take some time and relax. You don't have to always be on the diet wagon. Just take some time for yourself. Take it easy. And everyone always needs a little more mayo. So I'm here in case you need me, questions, or you can email me, reach out. I'm so happy to help. So grateful you are here. And I hope this was helpful. I thank you.
Just fantastic, Karen. Every time I hear you give this presentation, I always learn something new. Oh my God, really, just fantastic.
Good.
Any questions out there? Mona, you have a question? No, it's Mona's time. I'm sorry. I beg your pardon. Janet, do you want to introduce Mona?
I'm sorry, Mona. I would like to introduce Mona, or as I call her. She has a bit more detail about the food and the medicine, and she's going to give you the information you need to tag along with what Karen just gave you, what Jason gave you before. And do remember, people, you can go on social media and pick up all of this. So we are now going to have Mona on the forefront. Mona, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much, Phil, for inviting me to participate in this. And thank you also, Jason. I do feel invigorated. I'll definitely keep in my mind that walking technique that you described, because, as I've heard, walking is just preventing ourselves from falling. So, keeping that posture is definitely something I'm gonna think of. And Karen as well, thank you so much. I do feel like we're gonna overlap a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna share my screen, and then we will get going. Let's see, where did I go? Here we go. All right. So like Janet said, my name is Mona, and health and wellness has been a passion of mine for almost a decade. So whether it's been through, massages where I always use essential oils, or through my diet and lifestyle choices, about a decade ago, I made the decision to go from a standard diet to a vegan diet. And the changes that Karen described in her nephew, I experienced something similar in the way my weight dropped, in the way my fog, like the brain fog, just lifted. And that was what really got my eyes open to the fact that, yes, food is your medicine and medicine is your food. And that kind of brought me down the whole, discovery of what a diet really is. And that's why I don't call it a diet anymore. I actually call it a lifestyle. However, it's not always been easy. A couple of years ago, even with eating, a healthy vegan diet and exercising regularly, I found that my weight just kept creeping up, and my overall health, it just wasn't what it used to be. And I got sick more often. I got fatigued more quickly, and I couldn't understand what it was. I hadn't changed anything. I was eating the same things. I was, living the same way. The only thing that I could put my finger on that had changed was the fact that I had moved to the US from Europe, from Italy in specifically. So I started questioning, what is the quality of the food that I'm actually eating? And I realized that I wasn't actually getting enough of the essential vitamins and minerals, the ones Karen were talking about, to sustain the optimal health. So there were several reasons, of course. My job, because my day job is running amusement park games in Coney Island. So I had crazy hours, being up in the morning, being on the clock until, midnight or beyond. So my hours were crazy, which of course added to stress. And also, eating in the morning was something quick. Coming home in the evening, because I was so tired, again, it was something quick and easy. So I realized there was a lot of processed foods in my house. Now, we all know that processing and cooking food, it can destroy a lot of the vitamins that are actually there. So we made a drastic change. We got rid of all the processed foods, and we're focusing now on a whole food diet with lots of greens, like again, Karen mentioned, and all the legumes and grains that as a vegan you want to sustain and make sure you get all your nutrients. And another thing as well that was thinking about is, where do the plants get their minerals? Well, they get it from the soil. There's absolutely no way for our fruits and vegetables that we eat to contain any trace minerals unless they were presented in the soil in which they were grown. Unfortunately, most of our fruits and vegetables are now being grown in soil that has been farmed for more than 100 years, and the soil has been long depleted of the trace minerals it once had. And I know for a fact that Jason will back me up on this, because he has his own garden and he literally eats from his own garden. And I also know that Karen does the same. And I'm pretty sure Carlene as well. And Carlene will be talking to us about this, next week, I believe. But in realizing this, the shortfall of my diet, I actually turned to taking daily vitamins and minerals. And that is what I actually wanted to talk to you about today. In specific, I wanted to talk to you about the Peak Performance Nutrition Pack. Now, this pack offers targeted, research-supported nutrition to improve heart health, metabolic health, and cellular, oh my God, I can't speak English today. Cellular health, so that you can get the most out of your efforts every single day. And me, yes, like I said, I work in amusement parks. I need my energy. I'll be running around Coney Island as soon as they tell me I can go back. These packs come in convenient AM and PM packs. So you have your pack ready for the morning and you have your pack ready for your evening. They contain 56 vitamins, antioxidants, macrominerals, trace minerals, botanicals, probiotic strains, which again, Karen mentioned, and omega-3s delivered in 6 nutritional supplements. Now, before we go on to talk about what these 6 different supplements are, I would like to address one thing. Now, there are 2 major threats to our long-term health: free radicals and inflammation. Free radicals, so just imagine you cut an apple in half and you leave it out. It will turn brown. Or you leave iron in the elements and it will start to rust. right? This natural process is called oxidation, and oxidation leads to the formation of free radicals. Free radicals are an inescapable fact of life. They can come from outside sources like overeating, preservatives and chemicals, pollution. Smoking is actually the biggest way to introduce free radicals to our system. They can also come from the inside of the body. So from a poor diet, lack of sleep, stress, anxiety. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, those two latter, they've been something in my everyday life for the past 3 months. Fortunately, we are not defenseless. Antioxidants are the natural solution for free radicals. And that is why getting getting antioxidants from a broad spectrum of sources, diet and right supplementation will literally be adding years to your life and life to your years. Peak performance has been scientifically proven to reduce free radicals and inflammation in healthy individuals. Now, let's talk about scientifically proven. Yes, many brands that you can buy in health food shops or around have the stamp of approval. They are clinically proven, scientifically proven. But what I didn't know, which is crazy because I actually should know this because I've been reading labels on food for the past decade. And I know that if it says organic on the jar of, say, my tomato sauce, only one of the ingredients in my tomato sauce actually needs to be organic. So if I have the onion and garlic, only the onion needs to be organic for the jar to actually be stamped organic. And this is what we find in supplements as well. Only one of the supplements needs to be organic or to be clinically proven for it to have that stamp of approval. That's why I'm so excited about the science that goes behind our products. They've been clinically tested, not by us, but through a third-party double-blind study where the whole product was tested and not just the ingredients. The original research of the peak performance was commissioned out of Freiburg University in Germany, backed up by the Sterling study in the United States, the heart health study, and then the deprivation study at the Freiburg University again. Just look at these results. I mean, like I said, I'm in the amusement park business, and we just say numbers don't lie. The number in the bottom right corner is C-reactive protein, which CRP, which is an indication of inflammation in the body. It was down by 34%. They tested inflammation, as mentioned, the insulin response, as well as blood lipids, cholesterol, and glycerins. And what they found was that every single marker was improved, in some cases, within the first hour of taking the pack. They tested again after 6 weeks and 12 weeks, and the results were even better. Now let's have a look at what actually comes inside both the AM and the PM pack. First of all, Cardio Omega EPA is specially formulated with 1,000 milligrams of EPA. Now EPA is an omega-3 fatty acid used to reduce triglyceride levels. So this will help to promote normal response to activity-induced inflammation and support cardiovascular health, all while helping promote a rapid recovery. Now, I'm a runner, just like Jason, and I'll say, before I started taking these supplements, my recovery after running would be 2, maybe 3 days. Now, I'm not a spring chicken like Jason is. So 3 days, that was kind of, okay. But now I can actually get back running the next day because I recover so much faster. All right, Cell-Wise delivers a full spectrum of antioxidant support and help fight free radicals from head to toe. Now, we talked about that before. Oh, how do I go back? Ooh, there we go. Florify, and I'm so glad that Karen talked about this before and the importance of probiotics and having that to enhance your immune system. And that's what this one does. It supports the balanced digestive health by delivering 10 billion CFU of probiotics to our digestive tract. So I just want to pause here for a second, because this is something that I've spent a lot of time thinking about these past 3 months. With COVID-19, immune support is extremely important. Now, not just now, obviously, all the time, but specifically now, because think about it. For the past 3 months, we've not been exposed to the normal bacteria and viruses that we usually exposed to. So I live in New York, and in New York, we are shoulder to shoulder, whether it be on the train or walking down the street. We go to restaurants, we eat out a lot. We bump into each other everywhere. And if you have kids, what do? They go to school, they're all over the place. And then what do? Everything that they bring back, the bacteria, viruses, that, becomes a part of our family. So the exposure of these is actually what normally builds our immune system. But we haven't been exposed to them for the past 3 months. So my concern is that our immune system might be a little compromised. No, I'll full disclosure as well. I am a nurse, but I'm not a doctor. So this is my personal opinion. So I'm not just worried, about COVID-19 once we get back into the world. I guess I'm almost a little bit more concerned with actually being exposed to this normal bacteria and viruses that we'll come in contact with. So I'm doing everything I can to support my body and immune system to be stronger and fitter to enter back to a normal life. And everything that we talked about here today, staying active, doing exercises, making sure that we get our blood pumping, going through our body, eating healthy, like Karen talked about, and making sure that we have all these ingredients in our diet to boost our immune system. And, I'm going to kind of piggyback off Karen here, and I was going to use it as a fun fact, but Karen already mentioned it, that 70% of our immune system is in our gut. So it's extremely important that we have and that we maintain a healthy gut. What do they say? I have that good gut feeling. I say, let's aim for that. All right. Next, we have Provex CV, which increases your body's nitric oxide, release for efficient cardiovascular performance and healthy blood pressure. Then we move on to Recover AI, which promotes a healthy inflammatory response to activity and supports healthy joint and muscle function. Now, I want to share a story about this because my husband has also been on this pack for the past month, and he's a builder. So he works with his hands, he works out, and he needs to move up and down ladders and around. And over the past year, his joints started hurting and his muscles started hurting. And it was so bad that he actually couldn't, bend down and pick something up. However, after he started using the Peak Performance Pack, he's actually good enough to take squats now, like the ones Jason, showed us, demonstrated earlier. And that's super, super exciting. And yeah, just super excited about that. And then last but not least, we have the Vitality Essential Nutrients, which just enhance overall well-being. And Karen mentioned vitamin A, vitamin D, zinc, and probiotics. And the vitamin A, the vitamin D, and the zinc, you have them present in this supplement. We do have different packs. And all depending on your age and your health, we can always pick one that is the best from you. We have the heart health pack, we have the brain health pack, bone health, and metabolic health. So if you're curious, just, send me a message and let's go and find out which one is best for you. Now, the thing is, we are so confident in the results of the studies that were made and the quality of our products that we actually challenge you to put the pack to the test. Try the peak performance for 90 days. And if you don't feel the change, we'll actually give you all your money back. No questions asked. And if you want to take it even a step further, go to your doctor, take a blood test, find out the measurements of the highlighted in blue here, go back after 90 days, do another blood test and see again. Same thing. If you don't see a change, give us a call and we'll be more than happy to give you all your money back. So healthy living should be easy and affordable for everyone. So let me introduce you to Melaleuca. Melaleuca is the largest monthly wellness shopping club in North America. So just imagine like a Costco or a BJ's with Whole Food or Trader Joe quality products at Walmart or Target prices delivered Amazon straight to your door. It's that easy. Melaleuca has been around for 35 years and it's been recognized by the Better Business Bureau a few times. It is debt-free and the products are manufactured right here in the US. So if you're interested in either setting up a membership with Melaleuca or just to know more about the products, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I will be more than happy to set up an appointment for the two of us to continue this conversation. So thank you so much again for being here. Thank you for sharing your time with us. And I am going to give it back to Janet. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mona. Amazing information. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to go and take something from Melaleuca just to take you to the challenge. And I myself have learned so much between all three of you today, things I never knew for myself. And I'll give you a quote from Thomas Edison. Today's success erases yesterday's failure. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people here today, we're not practicing some of these things, but the knowledge that we got today will make it a success for us tomorrow. So thank you again, Mona. And I just want to open it up to anyone who may have questions. And as a matter of fact, I am just going to say, if anyone on the panel wanted to put anything else, add anything else, you're free to do that, but we're opening up for questions right now. Frank, would you like to add anything?
Just that it's been an absolute pleasure being here. You know, I've had the great pleasure of getting a little coaching from Karen, and it made a big difference. Just a few different things that she suggested to me. And I found Mona's presentation really, really interesting. And Jason, okay, as I said, I've learned a couple of things from Jason. Like doing exercise, which would be an interesting thing for me to be doing once again. But that's about it. I think I've so enjoyed tonight. This has been really exciting for me. Very exciting.
Thank you so much, Frank.
You're welcome.
And a little surprise, we're going to turn it over to our great producer, Philip Reid, who will give us some closing, maybe tidbit for next session, or just to thank everyone on the panel. Here you go, Philip Reid.
Thank you, Janet. Thank you, everyone. What an amazing, amazing information that you have given out to this evening. Man, I am so happy and glad that we had everyone here on the panel. All of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I know you were rewarded with this information. If you would like to contact anyone on our panel, we'll make sure that their information is on our website at philipreid.org. Again, that is at philipreid.org. We'll make sure that there's a link available for you to be able to contact each person. And also, we want to invite you again next week on the 23rd at 6 p.m. We're going to have Frank Coppola. He's going to be talking about how you can deal with your mental and emotional stress. around this time. We know we're all dealing with something, and I'm very excited to hear what he has to say, right? I mean, he has so much information tied into him, and you don't want to miss that. And also, we're going to have Jason back again. Amazing Jason. He's going to show us a few things that we can do to keep ourselves active. Some of us have been home long enough to know we have gained enough weight and pounds and we need to work that stuff off, right? So we need to break it down, get our bodies active, as Jason said, and we're going to have him again on the 30th. He's going to be giving us a full detail of certain things we can do to stay active and stay healthy, and tell us a little bit about his garden, that he grows these natural ingredients in his garden to, keep away all the chemicals that are on the foods that we have right now. All right. So I am excited. I'm excited about what this is doing. The greatest wealth is health. Okay. The greatest wealth is health. So you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have the health to enjoy it, then it's not worth anything, right? So I thank God for everyone who's here, everyone that's on the panel, and I just want to invite everyone to come back next week. Again, please remember to check out the website, philipreid.org. Everyone's information will be on there. You can give them a call, and just to get a little bit more information on your personal situation. But before we go, I want to give a quick taste of what you're going to get on the 30th as well with Carleen Reid, who is our herbalist, right? She will be talking about going into a little bit more detail as to remedies that you can do to stay healthy and maybe stay away from the doctor's office with some natural means. So I'm going to give her 5 seconds just to introduce herself and talk about what she will be talking about on the 30th.
Hi, everybody. How are you? I want to say that, Karen, I loved your presentation all about eating healthier. And, one of the things that I want to touch on in my presentation will be herbs that support you in that way. What are prebiotic herbs? How do they help us when we're stressed? How do they help support us keep a healthy liver? Sometimes that stress affects that liver. And then from the liver going down, we start to lose that potency or that vitality in our kidneys. So we want to keep our bodies healthy. And one of the things that's missing from the American diet that we hear all about all the time is bitters and bitter herbs, which is biblical. The Bible says, cleanse me with bitter herbs. So I just want you to invite you all to come back on the 30th to hear my presentation. And we will link in with everybody else that's here. Thank you for coming.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Carleen. We are so in anticipation of what you have to share with us. And I know that everyone also will be in anticipation of what you're going to be sharing with us on that day as well. Again, I want to thank our panel, and I want to thank everyone that's watching. Take care and see you next